All right, what's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody had a fantastic day. I closed out some trades and then also opened a new one. So let's just dive in here. Where are we? EWG. So EWG, those were July 18. Expiration $39 strike price. Paid $235 for those. Close that out at $295. So that was a gain of 25%, and we're getting close to the $42 mark. And so I was happy with that gain. It's pretty close to what the price target is. I really was thinking things were going to start rolling over today. And so on the first sort of major selling that was happening, I figured I would close these out. But everything rebounded nicely at the end of the day. But anyways, typically what we'll see here is 3 days of a breakout. So I could certainly see tomorrow being another really good day. But anyways, yeah, this trade worked out pretty well. It hit basically my price target. Fairly conservative play for a 25% gain. That's nice. And this is certainly going to be on the watch list. Continued, moving forward because, so Germany's made new highs, all-time highs, and you cannot dismiss that. So we'll continue to watch that one moving forward. And then XLU, I closed these out as well, and closed these out today. I started seeing people really talking about these, which made me a little bit concerned. And it's right here, basically right around where you'd think resistance would be. And, I had a fantastic gain in these. It was 4 trading days. So a quick and very profitable trade, kind of right up into resistance. So moving forward, this will still work really well. Those were September 19. Was expiration, $82 strike price. I paid $248. I closed those out at $4, which is a 61% gain. So, yeah, just another example of how longer dated, conservative, call options can still create fantastic gains. You don't have to get super risky to get really nice gains. And while this was, an out of the money call option, so a little bit more risky than I typically do, but regardless, conservative, and this still looks fantastic. The weekly chart looks good, monthly chart looks even better. Again, just like EWG, this is something else to keep on the watch list and go after again. So that's fantastic. You got EWG rocking, you got Argentina rocking, you got XLU rocking. So there's lots of stuff to go after in the future. No sense in chasing these. Just wait, be patient, and then hit it hard when it can fit your criteria. So there's that. That's everything that I closed out today. Let's go over the equity positions, and then we'll go over a trade that was placed today. So MicroStrategy. Oh wow, it's pretty nice. Closed up. Yeah. Still looks really, really fantastic. Really good. I think they're in a lawsuit or something's happening right now. here we go. Class action. Securities violation over misleading statements on Bitcoin strategy. Risk and loss is tied to a new crypto accounting standard. April 2004 to, or 2024, 2025. I don't know. I don't really care. You know, you've got that. You've got some pretty heavy hitters shorting MicroStrategy right now. It's probably no coincidence that this lawsuit came out after all these short positions were placed, and this makes me concerned in 0%. You know, I really don't care. I mean, MicroStrategy is essentially a Bitcoin play. It's basically a leveraged Bitcoin play. You know, I'm bullish on Bitcoin, bullish on MicroStrategy. They go hand in hand. So it is what it is. And if anything else, that just makes me even more bullish on MicroStrategy because of you know, the lawsuit and all the short positions in MicroStrategy. So yeah, that's not to be worried at all. In fact, it's the other way around. Okay, so that's MicroStrategy. Let's look at this on a weekly and monthly chart. Yeah, it's consolidating. It's awesome. Monthly chart. Huge. You know, this could be fantastic. I really don't exactly know where the price target would be. I more or less would look at Bitcoin and figure out where a price target for Bitcoin would be. You know, before I really try and figure out the price target for MicroStrategy, because like I said, it's just a Bitcoin play. So you know, figure out what the underlying commodity is doing, and then base your decision off of that. Okay. And then we'll go over here to GTX. Well, see, Bitcoin. See, it's tough right here, right? You know, is this where you would get out? You know, this is a clear and obvious point where you would. But I think on this monthly, yeah, I mean, look at this. This is just insane, right? You know, and I'm only in equity position in MicroStrategy. It's not options. If this was options, I would be out of these in IBIT. Yeah. If I had played this with options, I would have been out here. Probably around 60, I would have probably got out. But look at this consolidation. Wow. See, this was up. Man. Yeah. Let's see how this closed again today. It's rocketed. Yeah. Like I said yesterday, there is very aggressive call buying going on in here in IBIT. So we'll let these ride. Okay, GTX. It's consolidating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trading days of consolidation. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing else to say. I'll be holding on to this one for a long time. Look at this on a monthly chart. This is just insane. So now let's go over the position that we opened today, and it's going to be in our old friend gold. Gold's up a little bit after hours. Gold had a nice strong day. Wow, really nice. Yeah, it's kind of hanging on after hours. Let's see what we're looking at. Oof. Yeah. I don't know. It's whatever. Nice strong day. So anyway, so GLD. Yeah, really, really strong day. Pretty good volume. So these are debit spreads, and June 13 is the expiration, 305 on the long call, 315 on the short call. I paid 321 for those. Those are currently 351. And heavy call volume came in. Actually, debit spreads. Heavy options trading volume on debit spreads in GLD today. And so, still in an uptrend, right? Respect to the 50-day moving average. Back above the 21-day moving average. It's in some sort of consolidation. So it looks good. It's the criteria, and we're going after it. Like I said, I don't really feel like this bull market is going to continue for gold. And again, I could be 100% wrong, but I'm going to play it as such. So, yeah. All right, so there's that. Now, let's go over indexes, sectors, and Mag 7 and some single stocks. The demand is just crazy, This is the first sort of heavy selling I've seen in a while, and it was just completely bought. So, yeah. Still crazy strong demand. And go over here to ES, gonna be pretty similar. Yeah. YM, Dow, I think, didn't perform so well today, but yeah, this looks really good. I would love to just see this just chill for the rest of the week. Let's go over to Russell. How did Russell do today? Sort of okay, a little inside day. But it's consolidating, right? You like to see this. And, all right, let's go over some Mag 7. So we'll look at Microsoft, rockin', Google, looks fine. Sort of, I wouldn't go after it, but Apple's like hanging on. Nvidia looks good. Meta and Amazon and Tesla we gotta look at. These all look really good. Just be careful of this gap to fill right in here. Down to 490. If this does start rolling over, look for that gap to be filled. And if it does, that'll seem like super crazy. But I hope it can get filled. That would be a fantastic place to buy and go long again. So, Amazon looks really good. Yeah, this looks fantastic. Now let's go over to Tesla and Rivian. Yeah, cool. Looks good. Needs to consolidate. Just basically like every single stock, right? Palantir. Same thing. Rivian. It's rocking. And now let's go over some Bitcoin miners and see. I don't really know if I have much of an opinion on these. I just don't have an opinion on these. Right? Bitcoin itself looks a lot better than these Bitcoin miners. So I would just go after that prior to thinking about any of these. Yeah. All right. Let's go over let's see. So we look at Take Two. We can look at Robinhood. See, Take Two looks great. Take Two. Let's look at Robinhood. Looks good. Go to CCJ. Wow, it's up pretty big today. That's nice. Shake Shack. Yeah, there's gap to fill, but hey. Shake Shack. Oh, let's look at Roblox. Roblox. Oh, my back. Yeah, I mean, what's there to be worried of, huh? XLF, yeah, I would love to start seeing things kind of roll over again. This is a week to just sort of chill. That's at least my plan. And then if things can get around the 21-day moving average or so on, kind of less volume, that would be cool. Wow, look at this trade desk. It's starting to try and break out again. So XLF, let's look at real estate and whatever, bonds, whatever. I mean, these need to hold on. This is not good. You know what you don't want to see here is if bonds continue to roll over and yields obviously yields would rise. Then, and then equities start pulling back and sort of pick up on volume. Especially like right around this point. That's something to watch out for. We already did utilities, energy, just looks terrible. Oil. I don't know. Oil. And then let's go over silver here. Let's see how we look. Let's see how we're looking for silver. And this is a good sign to see. And here's a good lesson for anything can and does happen in markets, and that's why you have strong opinions held loosely. Where yesterday and for the past week or so, I've been saying silver looks terrible and it looks like it wants to roll over. And that got me pretty bearish on gold as well. And today, silver just boom, blast straight up, right? So, yesterday I was rather bearish on silver. Now I'm neutral, right? And I didn't have a strong enough opinion to short silver or anything. It didn't meet any of my criteria. So who cares, right? It doesn't matter. Like your opinion, my opinions, they don't mean anything, in markets. That was what I was trying to convey yesterday. So we trade what's in front of us, and that's it. So, okay, let's go over copper. And looks okay. Let's see this on a weekly chart. Yeah, see, it's looking like it wants to go higher. Looks pretty good. So the way you can play this is just to go after China. Which I may actually do. Does this really meet my criteria? No, but copper really does. So we'll see. Okay, and now let's go over biotech. See, how does this look? I don't know. Yeah, just whatever. This doesn't fit my style. Healthcare, sort of same thing. Doesn't fit my style. I don't really, care. United Health. look at Broadcom, and then just sort of call it a day. Yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff to go after. It's really, really crazy. Netflix just grinding higher, grinding higher. Oh shoot, let's look at Palantir Networks. How are they doing? I've completely forgotten about them. Yeah, it's jagged. I don't know. Oh, Celsius. Celsius. This one is worth still watching. Okay, so yeah, cool. Cool. Bunch of good stuff. It's Uber, down day 0.5%. So, anyways, that's it, you guys. Tomorrow I won't be making a video, nor will I on Thursday. So, who knows? Maybe Friday. Oh shoot, let's look at Unity. And doesn't meet my criteria. Although it's pretty close. It sort of does, but want to see the stochastic down here a little bit more. So that's it, you guys. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you later.